Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Siti Amaliah. I'm from Class D, the student of English Education Department, State Islamic University Raden Intan Lampung. In this opportunity, I would like to explain about code switching and code mixing. Code switching is the process of language usage involving two or more languages or dialects. The user actually has two language ability minimally. It is related to bilingualism or multilingualism of the users. As we know, bilingual is someone who has two language ability, and multilingual is someone who use more than two language ability. And based on the several experts that related to code switching usage following. According to Bloomberg in USL 2013 in page 69, code switching is broadly observed phenomenon especially in bilingual or multilingual communities. According to Himes in 2012, page 584, code switching has become a common term for alternative use of two or more languages. The factors of code switching. The speaker has bilingual or multilingual language, so they use more than one language in one conversation. And the second is the listener is not comprehend about the language that usage in conversation by speaker. Types of code switching. Interstitial switching is different language usage in every clause. Example, saya sudah tidur when you called me. And the second is about interstitial switching involved two or more languages in a clause. Example, help, tolong saya. And the third is about text switching. It's coded take phrase language from A to B. Example, entah, I don't know. The fourth, intra-word switching is coded use two more pumps in the word. Example, saya sedang nge-charge handphone saya. An example of code switching. It is usually used in the classroom activity, such as when the teacher taught the foreign language, the teacher or they will comprehend their student or make sure that student understand about what spoken of they're spoken in the conversation. Because of why students often lack of vocabulary, so the teacher will be comprehending their language ability or their spoken when they teach. And the next is about card mixing. A definition of card mixing. Card mixing is the other phenomenon closely related to code switching. It usually occurs when conversants use both languages together, switch between two languages to the extent that they change from one tongue to the other in the course of a single utterance. And code mixing, based on the expert, code mixing is mixing two languages in same topic, and the speaker lacks a vocabulary of certain language or any specific culture pressure because the speaker that influent in two codes also still have tendency to mix language. And the picture of code mixing, the first, the speaker still learn uh, about the language that used in the conversation, and the speaker lack a vocabulary in the second language, so they will mix uh, some language in their conversation. And the third is necessary for style. It is usually used in the city or country with the environment who use bilingual or multilingual language. And the example of code mixing, the students often mixing their language between Indonesian and English because they lack of vocabularies. That's why they mix their language between Indonesian and English. The third, we often use or often find in Jaksel style. We often hear usage English Indonesian, such as they will use such as which is literally, bro, and etc. And the third is when the teacher taught the foreign language, they will give understanding of their spoken. Or when someone used two more language, they will insert the second language. Such as Cinta Laura conversation, they often use a code mixing in her utterance. And the conclusion, code switching is inserting two or more languages in switching the foreign language the speaker will use in another sentence. Code mixing is inserting two or more languages in the conversation involving phrase or word in mixing foreign language. Well, that's all about code mixing and code switching. Based on my explanation, thank you for nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.